Well, if he is not the greatest UFC featherweight champion in the promotion's history, he is certainly on the short list. That 13-fight winning streak that he put together at 145 pounds, likely something, DC, that will never be duplicated in this division.
It'll be very tough because it's such a tough division. The guys that he had to beat in order to go on a 13-fight win streak was unbelievable. It was unreal to see the names on that list that Max Holloway beat. But the crowning moment was when he beat Jose Aldo twice to win and keep his UFC featherweight championship. And then he only topped that in the destruction of Brian Ortega. Max Holloway is one of the best fighters, if not the best fighter, 145 pounds has ever seen.
And with respect to Jose Aldo, Conor McGregor, and anybody else, the UFC featherweight record books read like Max Holloway's Wikipedia page. We'll see if he can add to that total here tonight. Max Holloway, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. All right, so here he is, one of the best featherweights in the world, fighting out of Spain, Ilia Topuria. It's amazing to have this type of wisdom and maturity and sophistication at 26 years of age. And that sophistication really bleeds into his fighting style. If you reference the Ryan Hall fight, that is as tricky a stylistic challenge as there is in the featherweight division. And he stayed measured the entire time before getting that knockout in round one. He has taken his game to that requisite next level ever since, making himself impossible to deny a world title fight. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. And now our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Max Holloway. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Ilia Topuria.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon.
Let's do it.
All right, well, he might be the best volume striker in the game. Max Holloway back on the proven ground. We'll see if he can get the hands going early in this fight. And not a guy who needs much of a feeling out process. He's probably going to throw 500-plus strikes tonight unless he gets a finish. All eyes on Max Holloway, as usual, as we get this one started. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Rips the body there for good measure. Oh, and he found the target again. There's that jab from Max Holloway. Didn't take him long to find a home for that tonight.
I mean, Max Holloway constantly fights behind the jab, and you would expect it at the start of every single fight. The jab leads to everything else that he does inside the octagon.
Holloway gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments. Edge of your seat action as expected so far. Oh, big left. Nice job to block the elbow attack there. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on brawl here, DC. It's great for the fans, not necessarily for the gas tank if this thing goes much longer.
Not great for the gas tank and not good for the old target. You can't take so many upside the head. Somebody's going to sleep.
Oh, how good was that combo? He is really doing a nice job stringing his shots together now. Well, you see why Holloway is such a fan favorite. Beautiful land there with the left hand, and now we'll see what he can do with it.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Holloway's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Hook attempt now. Blocked though.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Oh, big punch lands.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Clipped him with the right hand there. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Strong hook lands. Oh, this could do it. Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one.
Oh, nice right hand by the chin. Yeah.
Holloway's arm starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there.
Nice block.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Nice straight right lands. Topuria gets caught by yet another straight punch.
That was a solid punch.
Too many shots now. Let's get that defense going.
Nice jab by Holloway, yes.
53 total strikes have landed for Max Holloway. Topuria is bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Max Holloway at his best in the stand-up here tonight. Could there be any better representation of Hawaiian MMA than Max Preston? Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides.
He did a great job of blocking that punch. Look at how he turned his hip into that leg kick.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Round two straight ahead. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, round two. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. I mean, what else can we say about that Max Holloway jab? Just makes it look easy.
He makes it look easy, and now he's throwing them more. He's throwing more jabs because he has an understanding of what his opponent is doing in return every time he throws the shot. This guy's good, man. We have seen him on multiple occasions have these star-making performances, which is why everybody loves Max Holloway. Oh, nice. Nice.
Topuria's taking aim at that cut right now, and hard to blame him, right? Might as well continue to target that area and see if you might get a referee or even a doctor to intervene here. Holloway's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital. Outstanding kick there by Topuria.
The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you got the Anderson Silva situation. He passes to half. Getting the mount here.
It's work. I'll stand it up.
Oh, that cut is getting worse with every passing ground strike as he lands again. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Topuria. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control. Because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Man, there's so much blood on the canvas, yes, and now the referee steps in to call on the doctor. I think I could actually see his gum line. There's a hole in his cheek.
I mean, the cut on the cheek is bad, but it also is the swelling that accompanies that cut that is going to cause this guy a lot of problems.
Yeah, you got to stop the fight, man. I mean, I know the cut's not in a bad place, but his face is rearranged. You got to protect the athlete.
You have to. You have to.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Ilia Topuria.
Well, he wasn't much for words during fight week. He just kept saying, and still, and that's exactly how it goes down tonight. Congratulations to the UFC featherweight champion of the world. Starting to close that gap on the all-time greats, too, with this result tonight.
He is one of the greatest featherweight champions we have ever seen. He carries himself with a demeanor that says that you will not take this belt from me.